Assalamu alaikum. This is a quick lecture for the startup of integration for Maths P1. Uh, Integration is defined as a process in which we reverse the differentiation. Integration is the reverse of differentiation. So when you differentiate a function, you actually decrease the power by 1. Here, you will increase the power by 1. The main topics in this chapter are the basic integration, equation of a curve, area under a sketch, and volume of revolution. Now we start with the integration as a symbol, and then look at the formula x power n. So you add one number n plus 1 upon n plus 1. So for example, it is x cube as a function. So we increase the power by 1. So x cube become x power 4 upon 4. So c is a constant. Whenever you integrate a function, you always insert a constant. Remember this concept that in integration, we increase the power by 1 and we divide by the same. Now remember this concept that whenever you are integrating, you always have to put a constant like c after integration. Now this is an example, x squared dx. It will become x cube upon 3. When you come across a third form under root x, it will become x power half plus 1 upon half plus 1, which is 3 upon 2. So we can move it up. When it is only a number like 5, dx is a symbol, so only 5 is there. So when you integrate 5, it will become 5x. So when you integrate a number, it will get the variable. So now look at on the right side. When you differentiate y, it becomes dy upon dx. And when you integrate dy upon dx, convert back to y. When you differentiate x, it becomes 1. And when you integrate 1, it becomes x. It's a reverse process. On the left side, you will see the concept that fx is a symbol for a function. F prime is the differentiation. F prime x becomes fx, which is integration. So integration is the reverse of differentiation. F double prime x is the second derivative d2y upon dx. So these are symbols. Now, if you start with double derivative, you have to integrate twice. d2y upon dx2 becomes dy upon dx. Now, second derivative, you integrate once, it becomes dy upon dx. When you integrate it second time, it becomes y. So every integration you have to put c. So you have to integrate twice. When you come across a double derivative, you have to integrate twice. Now this wave like symbol and the combination of letter dx, they are formal symbols. So once you integrate, they can be removed. Now look at this idea, exercise 20.1. This is the first question. Find an expression for y if dy upon dx is given. Remember, when dy upon dx is given, it's a question on integration. So like 2x squared. For example, the first question. So when you have 2x cube, the first question, 2x cube, and you need to find y. So you need to integrate. So when you integrate, the x cube will become x power 4 upon 4. You simplify and you get y is equal to x4 upon 2, x4 upon 2 You got x power 4 upon 2 plus c. This is the integration. Now, you can look for the second question here. Now look at this second example. It's minus 5 to be integrated. When you integrate a number without any variable, so you have to put an x back, because when you differentiate x, it becomes 1. So when you integrate it, it will turn back to x. So minus 5x. So this is the reverse of in differentiation. So minus 5x plus c. A function cannot be integrated in the denominator. The function should be moved up. Yep, the same concept actually as with differentiation. So now I have 2 upon under root x. I cannot integrate it in the denominator. So I move it up. It become x power minus half. This is the first step. Then integration comes in. Power added by 1 and divided by the same added number. This is integration of a denominator case. Now, for example, it is 1 upon 2 x cube. Now, you move the 1 upon 2 outside, you move the x power minus 3 up. It will become x power minus 2, and then you integrate. When you integrate, you add the power by 1. Okay, you add the power by 1 because you cannot integrate a function in the denominator. Okay. Now, this is question number 2a. When you have a bracket like 6x plus 3, you will integrate it separately. I mean, 6x will be integrated at 6x square upon 2, and alone 3 will become 3x. So this is the way you integrate a bracket function. So we cannot integrate something directly in a bracket. Sorry. We have to simplify the function. We have to simplify the function. Once simplified, then you can integrate it one by one. Now look at this example. A good understanding that these are the two brackets. These are the two brackets. These are the two brackets to be covered. These are the two brackets to be covered. First, multiply the brackets and then integrate. Look at this. So when you open the bracket x minus 1 and x plus 2, you multiply them. Okay, you multiply the brackets. You got a function and then you integrate the function. Look at this working. When you have a fraction, remember a fraction cannot be integrated directly. You always have to simplify the fraction. Look at this question, 2x square plus 3 upon x square. First, split the denominator and then integrate. Now, this is the step to follow. I will split the x square. I will split the x square to both the numbers. It is 2x square plus 3 upon x square. So I have to make x square separated on each of them. Then I cancel the x squares, and x square under the 3 is brought up. Look at these steps. 2x minus 3 upon x plus c. There is no quotient rule or no product rule in integration. The people who are doing P3 also, so they know there is a concept of quotient rule or product rule. You have to open the brackets, you have to integrate every member separately, like here, integrate x square plus 1 upon x square. Now look at this, x cube upon 3 plus x power minus 1 upon minus 1. Now this is the idea. This is the idea of integration of separate function. Remember, I brought the x square up because I cannot integrate it in the denominator. After integration, you can get them back. So I integrated it separately. Now look at question part number D. In part number D, it is under root x into under root x plus 3. Now you have to open the brackets and you have to simplify first. As usual, you have to first simplify. It becomes x plus 3x power half, and then you integrate it. In this question, you have to integrate, but you first have to simplify because you cannot integrate in product form. Now look at this idea. Question number 5. 2 plus 4x minus 3x squared. 2 plus 4x minus 3x squared. So this is the idea. Look at this. I have integrated every function separately. 2 will become 2x and 4x will become 4x square upon 2 minus 3 will 3 into x cube upon 3. This is basically the integration process. So in integration, every number has to be integrated separately. When you come across a denominator, split the denominator. You can simplify the function. Once fully simplified, then you can integrate. So integration involves addition of 1 in the power. You have to add 1 in the power. So this is the initial lecture for integration. Thanks for your time.